not gonna be that easy.
Aquatics
has been really consistently good, so I'm expecting him to do well. The thing is, the odds are stacked against so many lockdowns, so many.
谢谢你送的人头，破费啦，
It's not
太破
easy
费啦。
late December. I'm really looking forward to seeing how Squadix deals sports, because it is gonna be Seyush and Hollis that think, how are they gonna face Death Prophet might some. So it's sports of Virtus Pro. They're really gonna have to play around the Ember and the Death Prophet. It's not always gonna be easy to read well.
Yeah, and we'll see. I mean, they're already the Nagas starting to get into the backlines there, trying to scout out, trying to see where. Yeah, Sayush going for the long way to get a couple of. Was getting the sentry down, maybe just to get a ward in case that defensive ward on the side of Hellraisers comes down, but that's not where it's going to be. It's going to be on the cliff a little bit further away here. So, Sayush not going to be able to get that D-ward off, and the hack, he's looked towards the bounty, but no aggression coming out yet. VP, they're playing away, they're trying to deal with these Naga illusions. For the most part, though, on the top of the map, no aggression coming out side. And it is just going to be the... Was that a 3? Did he get a snatch on that in the rip? No, he didn't, no.
Anyways, they are going to be laning solo with the Magnus. I'm fine with this. Usually these stanky heroes, they want to lane with the Rubik because you reduce the damage. The heroes and then their right clicks. So I'm fine. They are they're replacing potential aggression and kills or security for them. That's okay, considering that the Naga Siren should not be pressured all that.
Yeah, and we'll see just I mean, the extra flow potential onto... I mean, Notice should be able to sustain early on. Third side from the... How powerful that is in the other part of the game. Sayush, the big tanky hero on the touch as well. So he's going to be taking fast, but should still be able to go and get that disruption for us as well. The fact that he can throw the distance out from his right clicks, it's not a lot what you would... But it's still... even getting the jungle set up there as well. But yeah, the amount of potential, once the Takis gets to level 3, level 4, you have the 2 points into the bomb, 2 points into the blast off. There is kill potential on this lane. You know, the hack comes up with the net, catches maybe a couple of rip type. This could be races. So I'm interested to see how you're going to play around the damage. Just around that level 4, level 5.
It really... the highest attack range, and Stars is being annoying. They change it, you know, Sticky Bomb. It is a really nice spell, so you want more.
Yeah, and again, it does kind of build into semi-support, semi-control role that you see heroes like Vinge, where you can go for the... You get your mana boots up, but then you go for like the Aether Lens, you know, go into, if you get a decent start, you can go into a Ghost Scepter there as well to look to go into an E-Blade. And the damage that comes out from the techies, because you can itemize that way, it just becomes absolutely mad.
It is we're seeing some aggression on the lanes, but nothing really comes out as one team crushing the other. The only big difference that we see is Kiyotaka versus Squadix, which is somewhat to be expected, as Tiny should slightly better. It's gonna make it almost impossible for from time to time. Again, Hellraisers, they secure Krill out, but really they might even have kill potential.
Yeah, the damage coming out, the shockwave, screw, mana shield goes back up, but he's not got a whole lot of mana here, so Medusa, the big cost all of the way back, and we have any regen left. We're relying on any regen being buried over here from Dotalicious, and yeah, so Medusa has to be very careful about coming up. Another catch out like that, the telekinesis shockwave skewer combo could potentially be the death of him.
Already seeing the two lanes here. The type of gameplay that Hellraisers want to make, if if Virtus Pro hit their timing, just toss people back or skewer them back and get the kills. And Tusk, now he's in trouble.
He's going to get low. Is the damage going to be enough to force not only the right click from the strongest hero, especially at level 3 in the world, so it will be the walk back there from the Tusk. But the sticky bomb coming out to notice now. Just casting himself underneath that tower again. He's just trying to pull the creeps to try and get that aggro favor closer towards his tier 1 tower. Back if under, you know, trouble. Whereas it looks like he's only got enough mana left for one sticky bomb. Won't be enough to get the kill there on.
The ones applying pressure on pretty much all lanes mostly. And
Miro
they
on the
haven't
bottom
been able
lane.
to get a fine.
Okay.
That wasn't even close. Now he gets the infuse. The problem with Miro is really not gonna be.
Yeah, we've not really spoke about this mid lane and either Kyo attack. Again, in terms of last hits and Ember Spirit once he starts to get up to level 6, when he starts to have those remnants, do you expect other lanes Kyo attacker then for his
Rules. Look at the supports, both the retro and the very good. We're gonna be seeing a lot of traffic there around the mid lane. Maybe not towards killing the mid lane, because they're very hard to, but more so to secure the runes for them, so they double damage for an Ember or a haste for each of them is something that would most definitely allow them to make.
Again, Solo's going to come behind. He's going to be the Avatar back now as well on the Emperor. Emperor, he's only level 5, so he doesn't have that remnant to jump out. And Solo's going to be there with the telekinesis. This might actually be the first blood to lose. Give the rotation in from Ducalis, gets the leap. But Kiyotaka will get the kill.
He thought he couldn't die there. I thought it was very hard for them to bring him down, but toss him into the tower, and then he gets tossed in the tower again. It is this is gonna give you enough damage, and this is the perfect time for Hellraisers to get that kill, because it's before the rune and before the Ember would get 6 when it. First rune will most definitely go Kiyotaka with.
Yeah, and see now again the hack. He's got 1 point into the. Try and make the move. Answer it's only level 3 though. With 2 points to get to that level 4, so he might just go into the last off. And there might be another gank onto Aquatics in the mid lane. This is a real.
Don't give up, guys, don't give up.
Very weird that he just smacked that Mirana from one hit, but there it is. This is destroying the game of Virtus Pro. The Ember Spirit, who needed to be the one that's creating space, is now having a really bad time in the. And it was looking like he was even slightly behind, and then with 2 beautiful rotations coming out from Solo, I don't want to say they destroy his game, but they definitely enable the time. Fast Blink Dagger, man, it's coming. He's only 1,000 gold away.
Yeah, meanwhile on the top lane, Notice was being engaged on. The hack came through with the mirror images, with that ensnare, but in standard Death Prophet form, got down to about a 10th of its health, and then just Spirit Siphoned it up on the mirror image illusions, on the Tech Eat Zero as well. And now, look at it, okay, the Tango's there as well, so he's going to get some regen from that, but pretty much back to full health after those Spirit Siphons coming out. Did use all of his charges to keep himself alive through that, so could be in a little bit of trouble now, using the one Spirit Siphon coming through the blast off. So there's going to be the silence. Is there going to be enough damage to take this step down on the top lane here? It looks like Spirit involved as well. Close to Notice will go down, and now Solo's going to follow, so Squadix gets a little bit of revenge.
It's gonna hurt. The revenge is gonna hurt him quite a lot.
Yeah. He gets out alive.
Boon? Kiyotaka? If Kiyotaka lets him have this rune, it's actually a big deal.
The Avalanche? He's going to be able to get it, and Kiyotaka now has the toss up. And that's going to be another death. Squadix 1-3-0 here in the first 8 minutes of the game.
I don't know what the communication of Virtus Pro was there, but I don't think he goes for that one if he's aware there's no arrow. Arrow connects there onto Tiny. He gets the illusion rune. You maybe don't kill the Tiny, but you push him back and you get the rune. Now it's definitely a disaster in the complete one.
Yeah, top lane again. Some aggression coming up. Noticed is 6. So if he can force this wave in, yeah, but if he can put the wave in anyway, could look to potentially pop that exorcism, go for that tier 1. The thing is that the Naga not shy about popping the mirror, pushing the lane right back, even moving into the jungle to find quick farm. So how much damage Notice can do to T1 tower yet to be seen. So usually might be able to make a little Tastiest now as well. The tag team's gonna be going with the Spirit Siphon. There's even gonna be the leap into Dotalicious. 3 heroes grouping up to get this kill. Now they should be able to force this wave in if they want.
It's very important for Virtus.pro when they see a hero, just get it out of it. You might not need to kill him, but you need to push him. Because if there's a hero that's alive on the top for a very long time, allow for Hellraisers to defend. Problem is, Kiyotaka has a blink, so now they can smoke the top, they can kill the DP with the first exorcism. He's already preparing. This is a problem for Virtus.
Yeah, they are going to go for a smoke rotation and jump actually onto Squadix because they do still have this really nice ward down in the mid lane. Kiyotaka is going to come in with a blink avalanche. The blast off comes through as well, and the Ember Spirit silenced off, killed off, sent right back to base.
I'm actually surprised that they didn't want to defend the top. They've allowed Virtus.pro to take that one up the map for the Medusa. Is pretty much important. If you take the top tower, that's one access point towards your triangle you have taken away. The Hellraisers, they're now gonna try to be using these smokes, create chaos on the map, so that they themselves can take down some towers. Blink on the time. Towers don't fall, the kills will stop.
Yeah, unfortunately, side there is a really nice. So all the smoke lane, all the heading that they were going for just before the smoke comes out. So the Medusa just immediately TPs away to the triangle, looking for that farm here. Looking to save and looking to keep away from this gang squad, which it will open up the tower to be taken down by Mero if he wants to put her on. It looks like Kiyotaka as well. He's keeping himself away. Already looking. He knows the Medusa's out there. Could be able to find Mirana. Mirana, does he go down? Kiyotaka blows up the Mirana before she can get the leap away.
Stupid helmet. They know bottom lane, it can be defended and quite easily as well. So Hellraisers, they're getting these kills, but they're not getting down the still. They probably think, and that is a fair assessment, that if you slow down Virtus, slow down their heroes, they're gonna crumble at some point. They won't have the HP necessary to survive the burst. So maybe just slowing down, getting the kills on these heroes that are making their is gonna win them the. It is actually a pretty solid. I thought they were going to be defensive towers to reduce the map for. Seems like Kiyotaka has a.
Yeah, Kiyotaka just moving into this triangle here with the Empower, with the tree grab as well. Going to be able to clean up. Mero getting a little bit of farm from these ancients, but for the most part, it is going away to the time. Get towards that Echo Saber, and the Echo Saber again just increases the amount of blow potential here, reduces that time to kill on the tank. When the tank on something like a Mirana is so small anyway, every counts, and the extra damage is just going to be making life so much harder here for Decal.
Thing that Hellraisers show, and they and I think they did so. And they are still getting kills here. It's not like an over again, but look at it. RP, tree volley later on. Virtus.pro shouldn't have heroes to. They feel confident in their game, and their pressure on them is giving them the edge.
Yeah, and you can see that they want another wraparound here onto the end. The avalanche comes out, the blast off, so he's going to be silenced. Sticky bomb not even needed now. The mass DPs do come through, but it's too late. Squadix, he just disappears with the blow up, the techies as well. The silence on that blast off just means that there's no remnants away, there's no sleight of miss for the M Spirit. So as soon as he gets caught out in the Avatos combo from Kiyotaka, he just disappears.
He can't play the game that he. This Ember, he wanted to be the face, and with that giving the info to himself on his team. But with these skills on him, Virtus.pro actually don't have a playmaker. They don't have it. In Squadix, he wants to get the it's gonna be such a long time before he has any kind of defensive item ready to live. And speaking of, Kiyotaka now he's starting to destroy Virtus Pro. Slowly they're starting.
Yeah, Taki's, the disarm comes through from the taser. Squadix gets caught out with that. And again, well, they do have a ward down, so they're going to be able to see Kiyotaka come. This should be where M-Spirit just goes straight for that exit. Comes away to the run back underneath. Yeah, he doesn't want to hang around. He doesn't want to put himself at risk. Squadix now, like you say, the fact that he was trying to go for the kill onto the really a big tanky boy, doesn't really have any of those items you expect, you know, that offers the survivability, but still Squadix couldn't get the solo kill onto.
He has more. It's normal. Techies is level 9 there. Bro, they're doing the thing that probably don't want to get into this position where they're smoking just for a kill. It's debatable even if they'll get it.
Well, the Wolves could just come in here. They are going to take down the room with a really nice platform for 2-3 years now. He might be able to go to the Death Prophet, though. The Death Prophet with the mechanism, trying to keep himself alive with the front side as well. Even through the sounds of that mechanism is really useful. Goes to Sounds Magnus. He doesn't have that blink, so he's going to look for the jump in with the skewer potential here. Doesn't get it back on the notice. Just not far enough in front now. The Serum Chain comes through onto Magnus, but Magnus has that RP, so if you're coming in close, you better not miss, as Magnus will get the drag back and throw you back into Tiny's waiting arms.
You got the kill, but you can't. And you also put yourself in a very, very aggressive position. Notice if you didn't get the Spirit Siphon off there before the Avalanche came out, maybe he dies. And then it's a complete... For him living, you know, it's okay, but you're still not taking these... Your Medusa is farming, but that's only 1 out of 5 of your heroes that is pretty much doing its job in this game, and it's gonna be a problem later on. Tusk, Rana, these heroes don't really scale too much if the towers aren't falling, or if you're not.
Yeah, and you can see that the Medusa don't engage in that. Also, that's going to be a massive defensive tool. Speaking of, they're going to be able to take the drag back. Do they have any reveal again? Miero just not able to get the right angle there to drag the Tusk back away from the rest of the team. Find that kill. So, got a little bit of work to do on those, but for the most part, Hellraisers is looking really good here. Moonlight Shadow has used. And that was just to try to get Sayush away. So the position 4 on the Tusk, defensively using the Moonlight Shadow, and can they even get the pickup now? Look, Kiyotaka comes in, Avalanche. I loved it, the Rubik, the Walrus Punch, when you steal it, you can just get it from range as well. Like, it's like the old cartoons where they punch into a letter, send the letter, open the letter, just gonna whack him in the face. As the toss back, whack him in the face. Now the sounds comes through. RP to catch him to make now as well. Do they have the damage? They're gonna be able to take down this Medusa. They take down the Death Prophet, and they might even be able to go for more here. This tier 1 tower immediately gonna fall after.
They're too strong. Hellraisers are too strong. Even Krillat comes in with the Medusa to try to defend that tower. Because he understands the importance of it. Now that chaos is gonna ensue. Now Virtus Pro are really gonna be losing heroes because they don't have that. You can see how easy it is for Kiyotaka to one part of the map to the other, and especially because these Naga illusions are gonna be pushing you in all the time. Virtus Pro in a very uncomfortable situation. You saw their ward right behind the tower. It is not a ward you want to have with this lineup if you can't get to the tower and just push it, and after pushing the tower, you go for kills. They have, and they can't ground because they're just Hellraisers. I don't want to say they've already won this map, but you know it's getting very close.
Yeah, and while this has all been going on, you know, Hack, he's just finding the free. He's looking towards that hub already. He's got the Reaver queued up. Just when the Medusa has evolved in those and then the Nagastar still just bloody die in the farm, just whistling to himself, finding all this space. It is a really bad that he's not even getting involved in these fights. He doesn't need Song in to see it save his teammates just yet. He doesn't get the ganks, which he might actually do now. So she's gonna be close though. Notice where's that blink? Mero, he doesn't have the blink just yet. Went for the Guardian. LD assist into that skewer bite. They are still gonna be able to get the kill onto Notice, even with the mechanism. The damage is just gonna be way too much.
That was kind of
Kiyotaka is looking impressive. He has been standout before. And one of the biggest surprises, he's coming into tournament, you know, relatively new player, hasn't had the big career behind him, and he's just crushed. Tusks, which is looking beautiful in solo. Well, he's playing with food a little bit, and he's actually gonna live. He's just destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, they might be able to get a kill onto the Rubik, which, okay, nice little Brucey bonus. Which, I know I've been saying Brucey bonus, but out of the UK from, like, probably that's older than 20 years old knows what a Brucey bonus is, so I have to come up with something new. Yeah.
Never heard of it. And this is not one of the games that you thought to meet Brussels sprout and then me checking what it is. No, this is an action-packed game, so I definitely am not going to be Googling that. But speaking of the Hawk, we did touch upon him. Usually he goes Manta, Orchid into a Heart. In this game, he just straight into Heart. And it's all about pushing in Team and Heart.
Yeah, I know this has to be careful. There is 4 heroes hanging around here now as well. Do they get the jump onto him? They're going to be able to... Yeah, look at this. The tree top's coming through as well. Kiyotaka, you could delete 2 heroes, and now the chase onto Krilliat. RP going to be committed now as well as that taser. Stonegaze has been used, so Krilliat should be able to get that. No, he doesn't. It wears off. The Stonegaze, it wasn't long enough, and the telekinesis, it comes out from Solo. Finds the kill.
It's very hard against the Rubik, because if you pop it a second earlier, he has instant cast, he will lift you up. If you pop it a fraction of a second later, again, instant cast, you'll get it. So that's why Solo was looking at the Medusa all the time. I'm gonna get turned to stone. I don't care, because you're going down. Timing that one, I put it next to him. It's not a feat, because you're stoned for it.
Yeah, and it's just not... They can't... They're going to lose the Roche now. There's nothing that DP can do about contesting this. They've got a tiny... There's 12, 0, and 3. And like you were talking about Kiyotaka, you know, he's not a household name. Played on teams, your Team Amp guy, played on CIS Rejects for a bit, Harry Pani as well, but he's not, you know, looking like you would see in other regions. You know, mid laners that you know are going to deliver, you know, like the 2 males that you see in the game, the twins as well that you see in Europe. Just to name a couple of them that look super impressive. Speaking about super impressive, and Sayush, he was super impressive that he was brave enough to go for that now. The Squadix has to go for the dive away into the waiting arms of the Hag. The Hag's just waiting, insners out, the damage coming through onto Squadix. Tries to get himself away, slight fist with the song. It's going to get the catch, and the Spirit, Mero setting up damage. Arrows going to connect onto the tiny side of in. The dude still have these two off the lockdown to get it still on the Squadix. It loads up a tree top, so goes a little too far. Eventually, Antares picks it up with the proximity.
For people that might not know, Kiyotaka is depressed kid.
Yeah. It used to be Depressed Kid, and he used to have Zuman. It was a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend, or you know, in like the little spawns a bit active. But he's cleaned that up as well. It's gone, and he's just straight into Kyoto.
And he's gonna be listed as you can maybe see. Rob here rubbing some. But yeah, if it is, like, look at me now, I'm crushing it in the DPC and you left me, right? So it's actually might actually be feeling good. But anyways, British Pro are gearing themselves up for a fight. They cannot leave the triangle go. That is just the case. You know that you're going to be losing, so you have to go with.
Yeah, and Kiyotaka, he's looking with the rest of his team group up. You know, he's pushing into this. Kiyotaka, again, the 3 volley comes through. They blow up onto the tusk. Can they go even further now as well? Notice he's using that exorcism, but can they get the kill? Kiyotaka again, big tanky boy. He's looking for that perfect game. Caster's going to come up. I know, but he is going to be looking for that. He might sacrifice his life to get this. He's going to get a really good RP into the 3 volley. He's still not dead. He still goes 100 life and Spirit Siphon. It will be enough to make him crumble. But now it's VP that are going to be on the return of this, crumbling down, going out. Do we count it if he has an Aegis? Technically, he still has no death. We'll toss back onto the Emperor into the waiting onto the Akko. He's trying to dive himself away to the Remnant. The Snurk comes out, and everybody's dead.
It's still a perfect game. Aegis of the Immortal. He's immortal. It's not gonna count. These versus Pro shown that could go through his Aegis. Overall, it's pretty much he died because he wanted, not because the Virtus Pro caught him. And at this point, it's just over. This Virtus Pro lineup, it needs to have a strong timing. At this part of the game is where you get like a Scotty on the Medusa, everyone is behind her and you can't die. There is not a single hero on the side of Virtus Pro that doesn't instantly get deleted. Sayush is not even close to a Blink Dagger to be like, okay, at least we can save someone. Noble and like very hard. This is pretty much game 1 going the way of Hellraisers. It's I don't know what would need to happen for Virtus Pro to have a say in this one. Ultra late game, but you're not getting there when the lead is 20k, 20 minutes.
Yeah, and again, the Insta comes out onto the death row. This time doesn't have the exorcism, but it looks like Hellraisers for now going to have the mercy of the Antares. In fact, no, they're going to be chasing through, and Alice has to go for that leap away. Otherwise, would have been caught in the tree volley and just, again, 1300 health. Marana is so squishy at this point in the game that he can just, if he gets dove by the Tiny or Kiyotaka right on top of him, just going to be able to get this blow up now as well, going towards the Silver. So he's going to have crit from coming out of Invis as well. That is just Kiyotaka. He's a one-man walking here on the time.
Bro, they have to feel really. They got their 2 best heroes. Hellraisers gave it to them. Here you go. Have them. Do whatever you want. We are still better than you. And they absolutely crushed them. Virtus Pro could say, yeah, maybe if the mid lane, but I'm not sure. It seems like Hellraisers so well prepared. They're going for these fast smoke, hoping to catch.
Yeah, and you can see the smoke comes through, and it doesn't even find anyone on the side of VP. In fact, I think the hacker sees. They do have the wards down on the cliff, so they're going to see these Snark illusions. But I'm pretty sure, smoke broke with Sauch, and he pings it out, moves himself away here. Noticed even going to be scattered out by that, pushing him back down that low ground. And yeah, Hellraisers, they don't want to overcommit to anything. They don't want to take a fight on VP terms. They just pack themselves away, looking for re-engagement when it suits them.
Hellraisers. It's a night and day difference. Solo, he's done with playing with over-skilled guys who just die, right? You saw what Bed Boom did. They almost lost the series because they were over-diving, and in game number 1, game number 3, they almost lost it as well there. So here, Hellraisers, they're not going to be making those kind of mistakes. They know that they're stronger, 22,000 gold ahead, but they're still not going to fight in an unfavorable. Even though, I think, even in an unfavorable position, at this point in the game, it doesn't really matter. If there's like 1% chances of you losing a fight and then the enemy's establishing kind of rule around the map division, you don't want to risk it. So they're just going to play the way their lineup works, push in with the Naga, and if anyone comes out of the base alone, the Tiny just blow. This is what Hellraisers is. The end, unless maybe they get bored and they're like, okay, Solo, can we go now? Like, They can't win any longer, like for sure. We're certain of it. Yeah, it seems like he's keeping it together.
Solo's the dads with like the 4. They want to the playground. Busy road. They've got to. It's pulling full force. Solo's just. But having this player like Solo, who's been around for so long. He has that experience. This is really going to benefit Hellraisers. That, like I say, they did play some. Well, the hack when he was on Betboom, there was some, pretty big Defy Dota that might game. So having that cool level head like Solo is going to be a really nice attribute for Hellraisers coming into the sea. Potentially looking for the international competition.
Virtus Pro coming in. They found the hack. That's not an easy hero to kill.
No, the hack just immediately pops that song. He sees Spottix with the BKB, but he's being taken care of now as well. He attacking one more right click through the BKB to get the kill to the end of the sprint. He's at 47 seconds. No bye by the Archfiend. He catches up to the Reducers to get a down profit now. Another blast up coming through from the Techies. He's trying to do his best to degree to keep his team alive, but Kulias is going to be absolutely cleaned up here. And notice only one left. He's going to be taking the fall, and the GG is going to be called here. They go down. Hellraisers in 29.
We found the initiation. We've gotten 1 kill. Like, how's it looking? Are we winning the fight? Is it going great? And then you look at the time.